What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Living Freed channel. My name is Tyler Freed, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about how I plan to grow my trucking business in 2025. I'm going to be talking about that. I'm also going to be talking about how I plan to grow my YouTube channel and change the type of content I'm doing, and also how I plan to grow my investments outside of YouTube and outside of trucking, how I plan to do all three things, mainly talking about how I plan to grow my trucking business, but I'll talk about all of them. Why am I doing that? Well, because in the month of January, I want my videos to be about how to grow and do better in the year of 2025. It's the beginning of the year, and I want to make content to where I can either inspire other people to strive to achieve their goals, and also just talk about the things that I want to do so that I can look back at videos like this and hold myself accountable for the things I say I want to do, right? If I say I want to do something, like I said, next year in January 2026, I want to look back and say, hey, you actually tried to do that. Maybe I came up short on a few of the goals, but you at least tried, and you got way further ahead by setting those goals than you would have if you didn't set those goals. So hopefully this video will inspire other people to do their thing, whatever they're trying to achieve. That's kind of the goal of this video, and also to keep letting my viewers know about the future opportunities to potentially work with me. Some driving opportunities, so I'll talk about that. So anyway, if you're new to the channel, I appreciate you for being here. I'll get straight to the point, don't worry. But if you're new, make sure you stay tuned till the very end. Make sure you stay tuned until the very end. If you're not new, same thing. Like the video, sub to the channel, check out more of my other content. I make a lot of content like this. Go check out my other videos after you watch this one, if you actually like this video. So anyway, to give context as to where I'm at right now, for those of you that have never seen me before, I've been driving for 6 years. I've been a truck driver for 6 years. I drove company for a little over 5, and I ended up buying a truck in May of last year. I bought a truck. I was working for Crete Carrier for nearly 2 years. I was a few months short of driving for them as a company driver for 2 years. And I decided in May to buy a truck. I did save up money, paid cash for a truck. I bought it from Crete. I ended up taking that truck and leasing it onto Crete. Could have gone anywhere. I bought the truck. I owned it outright. I do own it outright, and could have gone anywhere, but I decided to lease on to Crete. And by doing that, by having a debt-free business starting out, the cash flow is a lot better when you have a paid-off truck. It's just a lot better when you have that. And not everybody gets started out like that. I'm just telling you that that's the numbers. That's what I've seen, at least. And so anyway, what I did when I bought that second truck, or that first truck, sorry, I knew that I wanted to grow. I knew I didn't want to just buy a truck and just own a job and stay at one truck. Now, some people want to do that. Some people don't want to buy a truck at all. This is just my goals. This is just what I want to do. And I said, okay, I own this truck. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pay myself as little of a salary as possible for the next year. And I'm going to try to save up and buy a second truck as fast as I can. Well, long story short, I worked my butt off last year. I worked my butt off all the way until about Christmas, and then I did take 2 weeks off from Christmas through about January 7th. So, yeah, I took some time off, but I earned that time off, and I did hit my goal. I did hit the goal to where I had enough money to be able to buy that second truck by Christmas. And so I just saved my butt off. I worked my butt off, saved, lived frugal, didn't, you know, spend money. I could have spent a lot more money. I could have said, hey man, I'm making more money than I've ever made in my life, and spent it and did other things with it, but I didn't. I saved it. I was diligent. I stuck to my guns. And long story short, I'm going to be able to buy a second truck here. And I'm going to be buying another one in about late February, early March. And the reason why is because I'm waiting until a certain year model is available to buy. That's really all it is at this point. I would have a second truck already if that truck was available, but it's not yet. I got to wait about a month and a half for that to happen, but it will be happening. So I have mentioned this in a previous video not too long ago. I think a couple weeks ago, I talked about me going to a second truck. But again, I'm going to talk about all my goals for the entire year in trucking. And I think it's important, this is a side note, I think it's important to talk about your goals with people, because like I said before, holding yourself accountable is important. You want to talk about your goals, right? You want to hold yourself accountable. And if you come up short on those goals, hey, you know, the important thing is that you're making progress towards that ultimate goal. It's not necessarily that, hey, I have to hit it or it's the end of the world. No, set big targets. And if you come up a little short, you're way further ahead than you would have been if you didn't have those goals, like I just mentioned. Well, anyway, I wanted to get to a second truck before the end of my first year as a business owner-operator. So I'm going to be doing that in February or March. Now, that being said, that truck, I already have a driver for that truck already. Now, if that falls through, it's about 90% sure I have a driver already for that truck. But if that falls through and doesn't work out, I will let y'all know, and y'all can reach out to me on Instagram Messenger, and we can talk about the position. I'll let you know if that other driver does not work out for this truck I'm about to buy. Now, that being said, I do plan on doing the exact same thing I did to buy this second truck. I do plan on buying the third one, and I'm gonna hopefully have that one by the middle of the summer. My goal is to really earliest by July have a third truck, and maybe late August would be the latest I want to wait to get that third truck, but I want to have 3 by the middle of the summer. And honestly, and now this is pretty lofty, I know I can get to 3. I know I can do that. Now 4, that's what I want to do by the end of the year, the calendar year. I want to get to 4. So what does that mean? There is going to be a couple opportunities, driving opportunities to drive with me. And not only that, you know, I just have set big goals for myself. And, you know, you may be wondering, why are you sharing this with everybody? Well, again, like I said, my videos aren't just for you to watch. They're for me to look back at my journey and say, hey, did you actually follow through with what you said you were going to do? That's the point of this video. And also to kind of let everybody know as I'm growing what I plan to do, so that people are aware of the position as well. And so, yeah, but I'm going to get to a second truck in March, hopefully July or August. You know, my goal is to have that third one bought and paid for, and then by the end of the year have a fourth one. And that's my goal for the year of 2025. Now, beyond that, I don't know. Now, beyond that, I mean, yes, I do have ideas for next year and beyond. Yeah, who knows, man? Maybe I won't stay leased on to Crete. You know, when you're a business owner and you own the equipment, especially in trucking, when you own the equipment outright, or you bought it from a dealer, an outside source, you can go to any company and lease on, or you can get your own authority. I'm not tied to Crete. I'm partnering with Crete, but I'm not tied to them. So if I see a better opportunity somewhere else, I can go somewhere else. And that's why I did it the way I did it. I want to be a true owner operator. Now, I'm not fully independent, meaning I have my own authority. No, I do not have that, but I'm building my fleet under someone's authority. And then when I'm ready to eventually go that route, this is longer term. I don't plan on doing this year. This is longer term, but when I plan on going that route, I already have somewhat of a fleet built already. I already have some scale when I decide to go into that. If I decide to even go that route, I already have that scale. And so that's what I'm doing. That's my goal for this year. Like I said, get to 4 paid off trucks by the end of the year. And look, like I said, I know I can get to 3. I know I can do that. That fourth one's going to be tough to do. You know, I'm really going to have to hustle, and things are going to have to really go right for me to get to that. But, you know, if I continue working like I'm working, and you know, sacrificing like I'm sacrificing, I should be able to do that. So that's my goal for the year and how to grow. And in the year 2025 in trucking. Now in YouTube, I did mention I'd talk about this. In YouTube, I'm going to continue to do videos like this where I talk, about different subjects, different trucking subjects, finance, all that stuff that I normally do. But I am going to go back to what I used to do, where I used to do a lot of like windshield view videos. I am going to start doing that. I'm going to start doing a little bit more vlogging style content. I'm going to still do this, like I said, but I want to add some different types of content to my channel. And just so that, you're able to watch something different, right? This is what I like to do, what I'm doing now. But I also I need to have a little bit different content on here as well. So I plan to do that. I'm going to keep pushing videos. I'm going to be a lot more consistent. If you haven't noticed, I've posted a lot more the last few weeks. And I just need to be a lot more consistent with YouTube because, I have goals for this channel as well. I want to reach as many people with my message as possible. And how do I do that? I need to work on getting more viewers, getting more traffic to my channel. So that's what I plan to do with YouTube. Now, investing outside of YouTube, for those of you that watch me, you do know that I invest in low-cost, pretty much a low-cost index fund. I buy a low-cost, it's the Vanguard Total World Stock Market Index Fund. And that's what I've been investing in for the last few years. And so ever since I started trucking, now when I started trucking, I bought the Vanguard Total US Stock Market Index Fund for a couple years. And then I decided, hey, I need some international exposure. So after about a couple years of investing in just the US, I switched to buying a global fund, and that global fund is roughly about 60% US and 40% international stocks, and it's just buying the whole globe at market cap weights. Now that total US fund, you're buying the US stock market at market cap weights. Well, anyway, I switched over to that after a couple years of my me starting to invest, and I just have stuck with that global fund. So right now I'm investing in the Total World Stock Market Index. I've talked about that in previous videos and shown you the index funds I like and which ones I not recommend, but the only ones I really would invest in myself. I've shown those before. And the one I actually do invest in, I put all my money in, all extra money outside of trucking into, is the Total World Stock Market. I plan on continuing to do that. Look, I pay myself a salary from this truck. I pay myself a salary and I take a percentage of that pay and allocate it to my index funds. I still continue to dollar cost average into that. Now, I'm not investing as heavily as I could into that right now because I am trying to grow my fleet. I am trying to grow a business. And so now I'm still adding to it and still doing it, but I'm trying to grow. So it's that simple. That's what I plan to do and continue to do. And, I really appreciate each and every one of you for watching my channel because y'all inspire me to continue to do this channel. All the positive people, and it's like 90% of you that comment are really intelligent, real smart, are very like-minded, and I enjoy making this content because I like to connect with people like you. And again, you're the reason why I continue to do these videos. And I plan on doing a lot more. And like I said, I'm going to do a little bit different content. I'm going to still do what I'm doing now, but add to what I'm already doing. And I hope you stay tuned for that. So if you like this video, that's my goals for the year of 2025. And if you want to share your goals in the comment section, maybe you'll inspire some people. That's the goal of this video, is to inspire some people to reach whatever they're trying to reach in the year of 2025. So anyway, that's my message for the day. God bless. Thank you for watching, and peace out.